Okay, so my name's Caitlin Harrington. I'm the captain of our group. I'm a junior this year, starting the BSN program, and that's pretty much it.
Homework. Go away. Yeah. I'm sorry, my sister just walked downstairs.
Hi.
So what are you guys doing? Well, I'm Casey. This is my first year at Mercy. I went to Central, for 4 years and got a degree in exercise science. But so now I am here doing the sonography program. And so this is like finishing week 2 of new college. And that's pretty much all about me. Next.
Okay, well, I'm Laura Sisser. This is my sophomore year at Mercy. I'm finishing up the last couple credits I need to start the BSN program. And I think that's it.
Who wants to type first? Wonderful. Like, this is going to work perfectly.
Okay, well, let's get started then. So, for the first step, we all have to do an individual ranking. So, if you guys printed off this sheet, just go through and do the first column. And just think what's most important for you to save. I can read the situation if you guys haven't read it already. Do you want me to?
Why not? You can read it while we're filling it out since you already filled it out.
Okay. So it's approximately 10 a.m. in mid-August, and you've just crash landed in the Sonora Desert in southwestern United States. The light to an engine plane containing the bodies of the pilot and the co-pilot has completely burned. Only the airframe remains. None of the rest of you have been injured. The pilot was unable to notify anyone of your position before the crash. However, he had indicated before the impact that you were 70 miles southwest from a mining camp, which is the nearest known habitation, and you were approximately 65 miles off the course that was filled in your VSR flight. The immediate area is quite flat, and except for occasional beryl and saguaro cacti, appearing to be rather barren. The last weather report indicated the temperature would reach 110 degrees that day, which means the temperature at ground level will be 130 degrees. You are dressed in lightweight clothing, short-sleeved shirts, pants, socks, and in street clothes. Everyone has a handkerchief. Collectively, your pockets contain $2.83 in change, $85 in bills, and a pack of cigarettes and a ballpoint pen. So before the plane caught fire, your group was able to salvage 15 items listed on the next page. Your task is to rank these items according to their importance to your survival, starting with 1, the most important, and then 15 to the least important.
Okay, so we have to rank these, and then we have to go through and rank them together, right?
Right. So is everyone finished?
Yep.
Okay. So now, as a group, discuss the situation and individual rankings with the view to coming to a ranking consensus as team regarding the 15 items. So, and then it says, remember these assumptions. So the number of survivors, us, and we're the actual people in the situation, and we've agreed to stick together, and all of the items that we have are in good condition. So does everyone want to just go through? We'll go like 1 through 15, and we'll just say like, this is what I had. Or like, everyone says their number 1. I don't know.
Why don't we just start out and everyone says what they ranked as their number 1, and we can kind of go from there.
Sounds good. My number 1 was the mirror.
Is that because you printed off the expert list ahead of time? Okay, my number 1 was the quart of water per person.
That was my number 1 as well.
That was my number 2, so.
Okay.
So we can all just agree number 1's the water.
Sounds good.
Okay, number 2's?
I chose the magnetic compass.
I had the edible animals of the desert book.
So the pistol and the mirror were Marley's and Adam's.
Wait, pause for a second. Have we decided, are we going to try and head for the mining camp, or are we going to stay?
Oh yeah, I forgot we needed to pick that.
Yeah, I think we should stay. Because I feel like if we like try to go and walk, we're just going to get dehydrated.
I think staying is a better idea because if someone like flies over, if we have a little mirror, which eventually we're going to pick, we could flag someone down too.
Mm-hmm.
Like if we're together and open, we have a better chance of staying or being found.
Right. Okay, and I
We
thought
don't have to haul everything that we have with us.
Okay. Yeah, no kidding.
Okay, so we're staying.
Yep. Number 2.
That was easy. All right, what do we want to pick?
Does everyone just want to go through and explain why they chose what they chose?
Say that again.
Do we all want to go through and say like why we chose what we chose?
Well, I picked the book because, I mean, food and water, I feel like are pretty important things in survival. So you have to know what's edible. So I guess if you're going to try and eat something, I thought it would be important to know what you were eating. And if you're gonna have the motivation to stay alive, you have to not be hungry.
Okay. I chose the magnetic compass because when I first started filling this out a couple of days ago, I thought I was going to try and trek it, but that's not happening.
So Marley says she chose a pistol to help with food and protection.
And Adam's being honest.
So I guess I'll explain why I put the mirror for my first one. I thought that it was important because you could start a fire with it, and you could also like send a signal for like being safe.
I would be okay with the mirror. I think that's a really good reason, and I had it for like number 4. I mean, I had it close up too, just like Marley did.
Yeah, I had
So
it.
I think that would be fine if we picked it earlier.
Okay, well then let's go ahead and put that as number 2.
Perfect.
Okay.
All right. What do we have for number 3?
I had the flashlight.
I had the salt tablets.
I had the cosmetic mirror for number 3. So.
So Adam had the flashlight and Marley had the mirror. So I'll go through why I chose the flashlight. I chose the flashlight because just another signal thing. Plus, it's something that I would want to have just because, like, at night, if I was like, oh man, what's that?
I picked salt tablets just because I thought they would be good to have, but thinking about it now, it probably doesn't matter that much. Like, I feel like a flashlight probably is a better choice. All right, flashlight it is.
All right.
All right, what do we have for number 4?
I had the knife.
I had the mirror, so we already used that.
And I had the flashlight.
And Marley had the flashlight.
Adam had a knife. I think the knife would be good. I had that for number 7, so still, it's down a little bit farther. But
Casey and I must be on the same wavelength because I also had the jackknife for number 7.
So
why did you guys pick the knife early?
Yeah, so I picked the knife because I thought that it could help like build a shelter if you needed it. Maybe if you need to like cut down something. I don't know. I just felt like it was important.
And I'd say that the jackknife has a couple more purposes, like in addition to helping build shelter, but you can also use it for protection, whereas the pistol is kind of like one use only, and that's pretty much to make sure that you don't get attacked by anything.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. No, I'm okay with using the knife now.
All right. Number 5, I had the parachute.
I had a plastic raincoat.
I had the Book of Edible Animals.
Well, I'll just say why I had the parachute. So I thought that this would be good for shelter, but also like big enough where if someone like flew over, they could see it and be like, that's not supposed to be there. So yeah.
I I picked the raincoat just because if we're having all these other things, like if you have, if you're having like a pistol, if you have, water or something that you don't want to get contaminated, or if you do have this book, you want to be able to keep it dry. So you can wrap everything up in it, even if it's not just for you.
I chose the Book of Edible Animals just because, once again, trying to stay alive, figure that out, knowing what could be eaten up there would be important.
And I picked the book for number 2, so I had that up pretty high already, so I don't think the book would be a bad idea.
And on that same note, but I completely agree with you guys on the parachute. Not only is that good for shelter, but the red and white of it would, be, what's the word I'm looking for? You would see it if you flew over, or because didn't it say in there that, oh wait, no, I read too far, just kidding. Then yes, I think the parachute would be good as well.
So do we want the parachute or the book?
What if we do parachute and then book? Just go back to back?
Sounds good. Okay, so does everyone want to say what they had for number 6, just so that we can decide number 7? Like say number 6 and 7.
Yeah, sounds good.
Okay, so I had the sunglasses for 6, and then 7 I had the plastic raincoat.
I had the pistol for 6 and then the knife for 7.
And I also had the pistol for 6 and the knife for 7.
So then Marley had 6, she had the compress kit, and then 7, she had the tablets. And Adam had the pistol and the raincoat. Well, the pistol I had is number 8, so I'm okay with making that number 7.
Okay, let's do that.
Okay.
Even if we don't use the knife this early, I think we should have at least one of them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, which I think we already used the knife.
Oh, you're right. I looked at the one under it.
Oh, gotcha.
We already used that one.
So number 8, what are we thinking?
I had the top coat.
I had the parachute.
Okay, I had the top coat for number 9.
I also had the top coat for number 9, as a matter of fact.
Do we want to go back to this raincoat? Because what was yours, Casey? What did you have the raincoat ranked?
I had the raincoat as number 5. I think that would be smarter than the top coat, just because you can keep everything stored in it, even if it's not being used for you. Just because if it's gonna rain or if you're gonna get stuff from the elements in it, I think that would be smarter than the top coat first.
Okay, that's what I think too. And then maybe we can make the top coat number 10, that we're on, or 8 and 9.
Sounds good.
I'm okay with that.
Okay, sounds good.
Raincoat 8, top coat 9.
Yep.
Okay. So what did you guys have for 10?
10, I had the air map of the area.
For number 10, I had the pair of sunglasses per person.
I had the flashlight.
You really don't want to see in the dark, do you?
So I had the sunglasses for number 6. So I do think that that is more important than the air map. But I just thought that the air map you could like use it for a fire or something if you didn't have environmental things you could use.
Yeah, that's a good point. I didn't even think about that.
So I didn't think about that either. I put the map pretty far down, like second to last, just because I, in my head, didn't think about leaving. But I think that would be smart just to be able to see what's around too. Oh, never mind. Never mind.
I think if it's okay with you guys, we could probably put the sunglasses like down at the very, very bottom, just because I mean, if we're staying, I feel like we have a couple different methods that we could use to kind of stay out of direct sunlight, and so they're not as much of a necessity as pretty much a majority of everything else that's on this list.
Okay.
I ranked sunglasses very last too. I think next it would be smart to do the compress kit.
Yeah.
Just because if we are trying to not adventure too far, but if we're looking for food or doing something, building a shelter in case somebody would get hurt or something would happen, I think it would be smarter to have that. That and potentially even have the vodka, just because if you need like something to clean anything.
Okay. So did we agree to put the air map as number 10?
I think we're still deciding between like that and the compress kit.
Okay. Just want to make sure.
I don't think either of those would be a bad number 10.
Yeah, I think that the compress kit would be good to have.
Marley, I think that's a really good point. If we're saying, I don't think the compass is going to be important to be up high either.
Yeah. So let's go ahead and make the compress kit 10.
Okay. I like that.
And then for 11, I did have the compress kit.
That's what I had for 11 too.
That's what I had for 11.
Okay.
Should we start thinking about maybe the salt tablets now? If we've been out in the sun for a while and we need some electrolytes? Or
Yeah,
something. I don't know what else you'd use them for, but.
And I was kind of wondering what the use was for those, because salt typically absorbs.
I don't know.
So I me personally, I don't know. That's the only thing I think of when I think salt is that it just absorbs all the water, and so you don't want to dehydrate yourself anymore.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I was thinking too. Like usually salt, like water follows salt. So if we had salt tablets, I think that we would get dehydrated quicker.
I don't know. My guess would be like that's their intended purpose, because I know people do that, but I don't know what else you would have salt tablets for.
Right.
Because I mean, if you're doing it in like small doses, you would be fine. If you drink like ocean water, then you would be in trouble. But yeah, I don't know why else you would actually have salt tablets.
Okay. Does anyone have any else? Oh, sorry, I didn't hear you, Casey.
Oh, so I'm guessing nothing else that you ate on wherever we're stranded would provide you with enough to keep you like where you need to be. Right. I think that's my only guess as to why we would have those.
Okay.
So Adam said that he thinks the salt should be less because we need to stay hydrated more than we need electrolytes. And Marley said, so put salt 15 and sunglasses 14.
I can agree with Marley on that one.
We could do that.
Okay, sounds good.
So all we have left is the air map, the compass, and the 2 quarts of vodka.
Okay, so I would say the air map would be the most useful just because you could use it to start a fire.
Yeah.
Well,
If we're not
I mean,
leaving.
on that note, wouldn't the vodka be flammable too?
That's true too.
Oh.
Plus, I mean, you could use the vodka to clean like cuts and stuff.
Right.
Do you want to do that one next?
I think vodka would be better. I think vodka, then air map,
Okay,
then
and
compass.
compass.
Vodka, air map, compass.
Yep. So then we're supposed to go through the expert ranking. Okay, so I'll just go through them. So number 1, they had the cosmetic layer. So they had it because it's the most powerful tool you have for communicating your presence. In the sunlight, a simple mirror can generate 5 to 7 million candlelight power. The reflected sunbeam can even be seen beyond the horizon. If you had no other items, you'd still have better than 80% chance of being spotted and picked up within the first 24 hours. Any thoughts?
It makes sense. And we picked it for number 2, so
Yeah.
we were pretty close.
Okay, so for number 2, they had a top coat per person. So this one basically was to slow down dehydration. So 40% of body moisture that is lost through dehydration is lost through respiration and perspiration. So basically, it's the best option for stopping dehydration, which I definitely didn't think of because I feel like it would make you sweat more, but I guess not.
I wouldn't have thought that either.
So then number 3 was the quart of water, which we all thought was important, so I don't think we need to go through that. Number 4 was the flashlight. So reliable night signaling device. So reflector and lens could be used as auxiliary signal device for starting a fire. Battery container could be used for digging or as a water container, which I definitely didn't think about that.
No. I don't think I'd want to drink out of a flashlight.
Especially after like the battery's been there, but I don't know.
Yeah.
Gotta do what you gotta do, guys.
So number 5 was the parachute because it was for shelter and signaling. It could serve as the cactus or whatever could serve as a tent pole, and the parachute as tip ropes. Both or triple folding the parachute would give shade dark enough to reduce the temperature as much as 20%. That's a lot. Next was the jackknife, shelter, and cutting the cactus for moisture. Number 7, they had the raincoat. And they talked about like making distilled water. They had like a whole process.
I feel like none of us actually know like any of this, and so like the uses that they're talking about, we just
If I got
Yeah,
sick,
like,
I would not be able to do this.
no. Like, this process is like, I don't know, like digging a hole and then put the raincoat over it and then extract moisture from soaked sand and pieces of barrel cactus, produce condensation, and then you place a small stone in the center and then you catch it in the flashlight.
If any of you get stranded, I expect you all to know how to do this now.
So then the next one was the pistol. So be useful for sound signaling, and the bullet says a fire starter. And the butt of the pistol could be used as a hammer. Number 9, they have a pair of sunglasses per person. Just protecting the eyes. Number 10, compress kit. So basically they said that you wouldn't bleed if you were in the desert because you don't have enough like water in your body, and also it has a very low humidity. So you have a less chance of catching like an infection, which but they said it could be used as rope or for wrapping your legs, ankles, and head to further protection against dehydration. 11, they have the compass, but basically just use it as a reflecting device. 12, they have the air map, so for starting a fire or for toilet paper, which I also didn't think of.
I didn't think about that either.
13 was the edible animals of the desert. So they said that the main problem you need to focus on is dehydration and not starvation. So it would be costly for you to go and hunt something because of the potential water loss. So number 14 was the vodka. And then basically, because of dehydration, you wouldn't want to use this because alcohol absorbs water. But it would be helpful for a fire or a temporary coolant for the body. Number 15 was the salt. So first problem, dehydration. So it says the effect would be like drinking seawater. And that's it.
We didn't do that bad.
Yeah. Okay, so then for steps 4 and 5, I was like reading this. So you just like take the difference, but there's no negative numbers.
Right.
So like, for example, I had the plastic raincoat was number 13, but the survival expert was number 7. So instead of being -6, I would just get a +6 for that.
Yep.
Okay, and then does that just like add up at the end?
I think so.
Number of differences.
Yeah, I think you just add them.
Okay, cool. So is there anything else that we have to do like as a group?
So let me read it here.
Thank you.
Basically, it says that you just do it as a team. And then, like, we'll compare the lowest individual scores. And then we have to discuss them. So how did everyone do, like, on your individual score?
Not so hot.
Yeah, I got a solid 45.
69.
Ooh, girl.
Mine was 22. Marley says hers is 59.
And what about you, Adam?
And Adam also got 59. And as a team, I got 32 for us. What did you guys get? I just did it all mentally, so I might have messed up.
No, I got 32 as well.
I think you're good.
Okay.
So then we do like steps 6 through 10, like on the lower portion.
Yeah, I think we're on number 10 now. Whatever. We'll go to just the discussion of the scores. So did you as a team live or die as a team? So basically, did we stay or did we decide to walk? We stayed. I would say we survived. Does anyone see where it's like a winning score?
Is this like on winning teams or on losing teams?
Yeah, but like, how do you determine if you lived or not?
Oh, if you go like to page 7, I think it says like average individual score on winning teams was 60.5 and on losing teams was 67. I don't know if that's something we're supposed to base our numbers off of.
I don't know. But I think we did really good because look, this is at the bottom, like the average lowest score is usually like 48.1. And on winning teams is 44.
Yeah, so we did fine, right?
Yeah, we good.
Wait, Laura, what was your number?
I had 45.
45. Okay, thank you.
Are you averaging out the?
I
like
can.
our-
I was just writing them down really fast.
okay.
I'll find it. We had 69. $50.8.
What's that for?
Like on the
For number 6, our average individual score.
Okay. And then our team score would be 32, right?
Right.
Difference between the team score.
oh cool. So we have a positive for the game score. Right?
Right.
What is that? 17.2?
Oh, I don't know. I didn't actually do the math. I just put positive.
Okay, so the lowest individual score was Caitlin's, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
Me too. And the number of individual scores lower than the team score was just 1.
Yep. Okay, I think that's all we have to do. What do you guys think?
I think that's it. I think now we just have to write a reflection.
Yep. I think that's due, what, tomorrow night?
The 19th. I think that's Monday, actually.
Oh, okay. So the lowest individual score of Barley was 22. And the average, I think that Casey said it was
50.8.
So is everybody good?
Yeah, I think, did we touch on the number 2 discussion point? In either case, as a team, did you live or die smarter or dumber? So the names.
Smarter, right? As a group.
I think we're smarter. We had pluses.
Yeah, so
Okay, so if I ever decide to get on a plane and fly over a desert and just happen to crash, taking you guys with me.
all right. Well, I think that's it.
Okay.
Perfect.
Good job, guys.